This is the Diana de Rosa interview with Equus Television Worldwide correspondent Diana de Rosa. Join Diana as she traverses the globe, bringing you the latest information from equestrian newsmakers, newsbreakers, athletes and luminaries from across the global equestrian spectrum. The Diana de Rosa interview starts now.
I'm speaking with Birgit Rosenberg, who lives in Aachen, Germany, and she is the sports director of the FEI World Championships Aachen 2026, which takes place August 11th to the 23rd. The event will feature 6 equestrian disciplines: jumping, dressage, eventing, driving, vaulting, and para-dressage. This is the third in our series of interviews when Birgit is going to be talking about this major event. So make sure you listen to all the interviews. Today, Birgit will talk about the para-dressage and the opening ceremony. I am really looking forward to hearing about both of these. So I welcome you, Birgit, and why don't we start with the opening ceremony?
Yes, thank you, Diana. Hello again. As you say, it's nearly now a month to go, so we are in the middle of preparations for the opening ceremony. I think, the slogan is "Welcome Home." That means 20 years after 2006, we welcome the athletes from all over the world. More than 800 athletes will come to Aachen, and I think we will welcome them with a fantastic program of the night of August 11th under flat light, 8:15. So we will have the world champions from 2006 involved. We will have several royal stables from European royal stables that have been part of the opening ceremonies in the past years will come together to one big ceremony. A lot of royal carriages, many very interesting guests will be there for that night. And Germany has this tradition of the state studs and all the stallions of the state studs. So 68 stallions will do a big quadrille. So there's a lot to see on that night.
Yes, I'm already hearing a little whispers about it, so I'm excited to see that. All right, let's move on to para-dressage.
Yes, para-dressage is new to Aachen, as you know, so it's the first time we are welcoming the para-dressage athletes. Para-dressage will take place in week 2 of the World Championships in the dressage stadium. And yeah, we are in the middle of final preparation in terms of accessibility, of course, for the venue to really have perfect conditions for the riders. We already did a test event in April for the para-dressage riders to really make sure that everything is in order, everything is in place. So we could already welcome many nations here in April, and they were all very happy and confident that it will be a good success during the World Championships.
I think what's unique about the para this time is that it's with the actual event. Normally it goes a few weeks later. What, was the decision for doing that? I think it's fabulous.
Well, we felt it is so important to have the para-dressage athletes included in the event, to have the same stage as the other athletes, because they do a great job, and they really deserve to be seen as the other athletes. So for us, it was really clear from the beginning. So if we do para, we wanted to be part of the whole bit and not doing it some weeks later or before on itself.
And I think that's fabulous. I really look forward to that, because usually you have to stay a little longer if you want to cover para, but I can now cover at the same time. All right, Birgit, now that we have talked about the basics of the opening ceremony and para, I would like you to dig a little deeper. Let's start with the para for that one.
Well, para, as we all know, it is new. We will have week 2 competitions of the para-dressage. So the location will be the place where normally at Aachen the normal dressage takes place. And this place will be covered with a temporary roof, because in week 1 of the championships the vaulters will have their competitions there. But the roof will remain there also for the para-dressage. So I think it will be really a nice atmosphere. The stadium covers about 6,000 spectators, and we hope really for a lot of people to come and to see para-dressage. So every ticket you buy for the championship, for dressage, for jumping is valid also to see the para-dressage, because we really want the people to go there and to see the amazing performances. Yes, so we really look forward now. It's in the last days we had the nominated entries, so it's great to see how many riders we will have, how many nations will be represented also in para. And so we look really forward to this.
You know, one of the things that always fascinates me is because I do a lot of interviews with the para riders, and they're so excited to, be considered for an interview, and they just bubble over when you talk to them. So it is fabulous that you are doing this for them. All right, so let's move on to opening ceremony. I hear that, beyond what you've said, first of all, we can see the arena, I think, where it's taking place behind you. Is that where it's going to take place? And can you dig a little deeper into that one too?
Exactly. So that's a place where it will be. We will be in the main arena, having 35,000 spectators in the arena on that night. We will be in the evening under floodlight, which for the show gives us really super opportunities to work with lights and to have some show elements integrated, which is always good for the show. We will have live television on that night. And yes, it will be during the day. We will have the Dressage Grand Prix. And then at 6, the sport finishes and we have 2.5 hours to change over to the opening ceremony setup. And we then look really forward to officially open the World Championships with all the athletes. And we want this to be really emotional. So also for the parade of the athletes, I think we come up with quite a special moment, because we do this with the riders coming from the stands, like mixing with the people, and to have this special bond, which is really typical for Aachen, this bond between the riders and the crowds. So to have this atmosphere from day one is really important for us. And then I think we will have amazing displays. I mentioned it earlier. Royal stables from various countries will be involved doing something which they have never done before, to perform together with the carriages. Of course, many high-ranking guests will be there for the ceremony. And I think it will be a nice mix of horses, of course, because that's what it's all about, but also music, dance, show elements. So we want the people to be really well entertained with high quality performances.
The people that speak ahead of time, usually there's people that sort of say, let's open, the games. Who are some of those people that are going to be talking?
Well, we will also involve the athletes here, because, they are the core of the games. So, of course, as it is usual, the FEI president will take a role on this, because they are also hosting this with us. And so I shouldn't tell you everything I know, but for sure it will be a special moment to open officially these games.
I really like the idea that the athletes are able to mix with the public, so to speak, because that area is kind of close where they can sit and watch the other people compete. Yeah. Where is it that they specifically sit? Do they have just their own section, or do they just really can mix and mingle and sit in the seating where the other people are?
So I think where they will sit, once they're in the arena, they will sit in the competitor stand. But the way they come in, so they don't come in through the in gate of the stadium, but they walk down from all the stands through the competitors, through the spectators, and we'll mix there. But then afterwards, once we have them all in the arena, I think there's a big parade in the arena, and then they will be seated in various places of the arena.
All right, so I have another question for you, and that's, what's it like now for you? Because I'm sure there's so much activity going on that you're sort of going in lots of different directions. What are some of the things that are happening now?
No, that's true. At the moment, a lot of building takes place at the venue, because there are many things that are brought in temporarily, like all the exhibition tents are just now built, the VIP area is built, there's a lot of maintenance going on. in all the arenas. It is very hot in Germany in the last week, so watering all the arenas, a cross-country course, it's a big job at the moment. So I'm not a lot at my desk, I must say. I'm a lot out on the venue to see that we have the painters there making everything nice and fresh looking. We have the gardeners cutting greens, and so all over the place. It's very busy, and now it all has to come together.
You did talk about the weather. What's the weather going to be like during the event?
Well, let's hope for, what we always wish for is nice, sunny and dry weather. Normally in Germany in August, it should be sunny. It should be summer, like temperatures around like 25 degrees. At the moment, we saw quite a heat wave. We hope that this is not the case in August, because then of course it is a bit more difficult to organize everything. And we don't want a lot of rain. So if you ask me what I would wish for, I would say 25 degrees, sunny, dry. But this is something that in Germany is normally in August the case.
And please don't rain on the cross-country day.
No, please
which
not.
Always seems to. Well, Anna, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you have a terribly busy schedule. Is there anything you'd like to end this with?
No, as also in our first editions, I can only invite people to come to Aachen. I think it will be a great festival of the international equestrian world with many guests from abroad. So I would love to see many people also from the US to come to Aachen and visit the event. And you are very welcome.
And we will have one more conversation close to the event and talk about some of the other things that are happening, like what riders are coming and the final details. So I'm looking forward to that last conversation. And thank you so much for your time, Birgit.
A pleasure, Diana. Thank you very much.
And this is Diana DeRosa reporting for the Equus Radio Network.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please let us know. Email diana@equustelevision.net. Join Diana every week for another interview with the people who help shape your equestrian experience, right here on the Equus Radio Network.